Yesterday there was a stabbing at the mall at which I had my cake at. It wasn't a stabbing, it was just a guy appeared. He was already injured. I couldn't really see the injury, it was under his shirt, but then he asked for help. And when they put the tissue paper, I kind of didn't think it was a serious problem. And then I saw there was a lot of blood, so I came up and I got nervous, so I started walking around because there was a lady that came in, a Latino-looking lady with a camouflage, wearing camouflage, I think. And he basically turned around and said, "Oh, one of my friends who was giving him tissue paper said, 'Who did it? Who stabbed you?'" And he's like, "She stabbed me," and pointed to the lady in the camouflage. And she's like, "I stabbed you? You slapped my baby across the face. I didn't stab you," or something like that. And then I think she left, and then I went over and asked him if the wound is organ deep, like does it go to his organs? And he said, "Yeah, I think it goes to my organs." So then I had to call 911. I had to have the guts because everyone was so slow. No one cared. Everyone was just resuming life. And the people who were helping weren't really, like, they couldn't, the injury was far too serious. So I had to call 911. So I called 911 and I talked to them, but then I got really nervous, so I gave the phone over to because they said, "Do you know, this is how to stop the bleeding." And she's like, "Oh, I started like running around, doesn't know what to do," so she gave the phone to an older lady. And so I went over to her restaurant, took some tissue paper and put it on the table and said, "Take as much as you need." And people were clamoring, some people were laughing, being joyous and merry. The guy over there at the other restaurant, at the Greek food restaurant, was like just laughing and clamoring and being merry and joyous. The dude was black. And yeah, today's, I forgot to mention the date, today's June the 30th, 2019, Sunday. And yes, and this happened yesterday on Saturday. And when I was calling 911, the lady walked by and called me a bitch. She's like, "You're a bitch." And she walked away. And then people were finally suddenly giving him more attention, giving him like rags and stuff. And but there were just too many people. There's just too many people walking around, and I felt like he was getting overwhelmed, so I was kind of telling people to shush. And then finally the ambulance arrived, and I was like, what's taking it so long before it arrived? Like, what's taking it so long? It comes over like really quickly for me. Oh yeah, and the ambulance also switched over to police department by itself to ask me about, oh, who is the assailant here? Who is the assailant? Blah blah blah. And so I feel like I did something, because if I hadn't called 911, nobody would have. I'm just about to go to church right now. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.